everybody? Welcome back to the SoCal Tram. I'm Matt.
And I'm Caesar.
And today, before we get into this fancy-looking, somewhat familiar bottle, at least to the two of us, we just want to say, if you're new here, hey, thanks for stopping by. Be sure to hit that subscribe button before you take off. And for all you returning viewers, hey, we appreciate you so much for sticking around. Nonetheless, everybody smash the like button and hit that little bell. That way you know whenever we drop a brand new video. Caesar, what do we got on the bar today?
Today we got something from your bar, and it's something I enjoy very much because I actually have a version of this, but not this exact one.
It's an exciting review for us today, folks. Yeah, last week is something you couldn't get. This week, something you probably can't get. But that's all right. That's okay. We're going to roll with it anyway. Today, we've got the Balblair Vintage Collection 1991 27-year-old aged single malt Scotch whiskey from the Highlands, folks. This was my, oh my God, my wife and I got an apartment. I need to buy myself a Scotch gift. Don't tell her. Let's get into it. All right, folks, Balblair Vintage Collection 1991, bottled in 2018. This is a 27-year-old Scotch, folks. I got this for a steal, too. If I remember correctly, I think I spent, I want to say it was Fine Wines. I forget exactly which website I ordered it from, but it was like one of the last ones, and I was just like, they're like, close out sale, and I'm like, well, I guess they take PayPal, so if it doesn't go through, I'll get my money back. I think I paid like $110 for this. So it was a steal, for lack of a better word.
Absolutely.
And I know there's some people out there that absolutely love Balblair, including the two of us, but there's some diehard Balblair people out there. We have not, I mean, I haven't anyway. I don't think you have either had a chance to try any of the newer stuff. They have switched over to more of age statements rather than vintage selection. It's the same stuff, effectively, in terms of like the amount of years going into the bottling process. Personally, for me, I like the vintage labeling. I think it's kind of cool. I love their bottles. I think it's cool. They've got a massive cork in there. I love it. And like I said, this one you can't really go get. If I remember correctly, this is the third release of the 1991. Yeah, third release. Natural color, non-chill filtered, and like I said, distilled and bottled in Scotland because it's a Scotch. We have done a Balblair. You had the 1999?
I do have the 1999.
Yeah, that one you can check out up here. That's from in the way back machine. I don't even know if we had the backdrop.
As a matter of fact, folks, on Friday night, like 2 days ago.
I saw that. I was a little jealous.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons why I grabbed this one today.
2 days ago, I dipped back into that one. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling good today. It's been a good week, so I'm going to dip my toes into that one. So I had a little bit of my 1999, and oh my God, I love it so much. And folks, let me tell you this whiskey is 2 years older than I am. I was born in 93, so this was born in 91. So
it's 9 years younger than me.
But let's get to the nose. Oh man, right away, just the complexity and quality of this liquid, you could tell from the smell right away. Hey, you could tell from the smell. Right away. Hey, actually, I'll probably rhyme at the end of this video. I haven't rhymed. So I totally forgot about that.
I don't know if we're ready for that. I don't know if we're ready.
No, but folks, like...
from May 4th to 2 weeks ago, and he's like, I'm ready to rap.
Folks, if you're a Scotch drinker and you enjoy Scotch very much, you will enjoy what this nose has to offer very much. I could sit here and just nose this for a while. It's just... Oh, it's so beautifully... Oh, the aroma...
So 46%. I've had this bottle since 2019. It's been open since 2019, and it's about halfway down. I think we might have even opened this together. I can't remember. It might have been that like first night you came over, and we were just, my bar was much smaller. for being open and being halfway through the bottle, it's still not going to have like a super bitey nose. Like that's definitely there, but it's not like it hasn't oxidized to kill it or anything like that. This is held nicely. The cork is held up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super malty. Like the bread notes in this just pull right to the front. Vanilla.
It's so like relieving. Like if you're like I said, if you're a Scotch person and you like a good nose on a good Scotch, this is definitely a good nose for a good Scotch for sure. Very, very enjoyable. Just a sniff. I'm not even like drinking it yet. I'm just talking about sniffing.
Am I crazy? Am I getting toasted marshmallows off this? Like there's a subtle sweetness in there with that vanilla, but you get the toasted notes?
I do get the toasted marshmallow.
Oh, so good.
That's crazy. Oh, man. That maltiness is just... Oh, man.
This is one of those sips that you don't want it to end.
Yeah. This is ridiculous.
Like, you can go ahead and talk. I want to know how long this finish goes for, because it has been a minute since I had this glass.
Folks, and for those of you that have been following the channel for a while, know what I mean when I say this is video game whiskey. For those of you new people who, just got in the past, 4 months that we haven't shot a review, when I say...
Sorry?
When I say video game whiskey... I think it's probably the highest quality of whiskeys, the highest badge I can give a whiskey. It's a video game whiskey. Because that means that when you play video games and when you're as good as I am, not to toot my own horn, it takes a while for me to die, right? So once you die, then I'm playing for a while up until I die again, right? So once I do die, I take a sip of this whiskey, take a sip of this video game whiskey because it's so good that the whole time I'm alive and playing, I can enjoy the complexity of it in my mouth as the flavors go, because it lasts so long. Just like I do in the game, I'm lasting so long and the flavor's good, and then I die, and then it's like, all right, I'm ready for another sip, and that's gonna last me another 5 to 10 minutes because I'm just enjoying it so much. Every little bit, like you could get all the little notes and flavors, and it's just, oh my God, it's just so soothing. And the maltiness and the Scotch and this, the aroma is just a gangbang of happiness in my mouth. Wait, that...
Well, that's on the internet. For once, it wasn't me. So moving right along, so he can't cut the edit out. So I let that go. That was about a minute-long finish, and it's been a minute since I've even really been drinking whiskey, because as I said before, it's been hot out here in Southern California, so the last thing I wanted to do was come home and drink whiskey. I've been more of cocktails in the last couple of months. But for him. This is... Caesar said it. This is a long glass. This is a couple chapters in your favorite book, couple levels in a video game, watch a movie with it. Like, this is one of those, like, folks, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm a Nick Cage fan. This is one of those I can see myself sitting down, watching like a marathon of just the epitome of Nick Cage 90s action films. I'm talking The Rock, I'm talking Con Air, and I'm talking Face Off. And I could pour 3 glasses, 1 per movie, and enjoy the hell out of myself. And man, is it a good glass. Like, it is just got so much complexity if you want to go for it. And if you're new to whiskey, you could still sit there, sip this, and appreciate that you're having something really nice. And it's amazing to me that last week we had a 46%er, and this week we have a 46%er. But the difference in I'm not going to say the quality, because Old Pony 17 was quality, but the difference in just...
in the layers.
Yeah, the difference in the complexity, the difference in the distillation, the difference in the malt. Like, this was distilled in 1991, right? By all accounts, the malt that was being used in the 70s, the 80s, and even the early 90s was of a higher quality, right?
That's right, yeah.
So, like, I have something, right here. This guy right here. This is a bottle of Johnny Walker Red, folks. Now, before you go ahead and run away, like Caesar was just about to, this bottle is from 1991. That means the distillate in here is probably from the 80s, maybe even the 70s. This is something that I am super excited to break out one day and try. Let us know in the comments if you actually want to see that review. But the point is, it's a different quality than what you might get from something that was, say, distilled in 2005 or 2015, right?
Now that
so it's just one of those things to where there is a difference. There's layers to this shit.
It's a treat. It's a treat, folks. It's a treat. It's a
Ogres are like onions.
Hashtag tree whiskey. It got layers.
I'm with you. Like, it's definitely complex. It's definitely really nice. Again, the palate, I mean, I just said all that and really didn't even give any flavors that I was getting. The warming spices in there, like you get the cinnamons, the nutmeg, the clove, like all those like Christmas baking spices. You get a little bit of molasses in there because there's some dark notes to it. Wait, was that with water?
Oh my God,
See, that's interesting to me because he hates water in his whiskey.
Oh my God.
I don't even think he got that excited with his Balblair with the water.
I definitely didn't. Wow, folks, that is crazy. That is much better with the water. Holy crap. And you heard me talk. I love it without the water, right? Neat is delicious, but wow, did that go up with water? Have you put water in here?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Oh my God.
It kind of takes away a little bit of those warming spices that I personally enjoy because I get those in a lot of sherry scotches. And I don't believe this one's sherry finished. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I don't believe it is. But this one's, even with water, it still holds it. Like, it doesn't really like laugh it off like something that's cask strength, like, yeah, get out of here. But it does kind of pivot a little bit away from something that I really like, but I still enjoy this with the water. That's not a problem with it by any stretch of the imaginations. The flavors out of this guy, fantastic. The price that I paid for it was a steal. You can't get it. So
yeah. And
let's say
and when
this.
you did get it, how much was it? Because I know my 99.
Like I said, I want to say I spent like $110.
Yeah, I was like, mine was 100. I know for sure mine was 100.
Like, I got it for like a really good price, and that's why I couldn't really turn my nose to it. I was like, it's a 27-year-old Scotch for $110. Yes. Yeah. You know, and again, it's one of those things to where this is a cool bottle for me because it was like, hey, my wife and I got our first apartment. This is awesome. She don't drink whiskey, so it's a gift for me. Yeah. So it's one of those things to where for me, the memories to it, the flavors I'm getting right now, the fact that we haven't shot, maybe I'm just in a really good mood. I'm going 4.5. This isn't quite a 5 because if it was a sherry finish, it would probably be a 5 and just we go off the trails here. But for me, it's a 4.5 because again, it's a fantastic whiskey. I think this is something that we may continue, right? When it's a bottle that's discontinued or that you can't get easily, right? What would you pay for it? I think that's actually a pretty fair scale for somebody who may look at this review and go, man, I really identify with Matt and Caesar and what they like in their whiskeys, so should I seek this out, right? What would I pay for this? Being that it's a 4.5 whiskey, man, if I could find it with shipping, like, because chances are you're going to find it, it's going to be an overseas shipping kind of thing, right? 150 to 180.
That's exactly
I pay
what
150
I was
to
like,
180.
I pay 150. Yeah,
but 180 is kind of just because the budget. That's where I'd stop. Like, it's you gotta set standards, right?
So,
but it's a 27-year-old whiskey that's less than $10 a year, and again, the complexity you get out of it, it's awesome. So 4.5, and I'd pay up to $180 for it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Only because the price has shot up. Is why I'm gonna say 4.5. But if it was still like available for like the $100 range, easily a 5.
Yeah,
easily at that $100 range, easily a 5. But I also would pay up to 150. But knowing that you're gonna pay some like shipping handling, I guess up to 180 does make sense for the shipping and handling. So yeah, you're right. I would absolutely pay that price for this whiskey.
Eddie, can we work overtime?
Well, dude, here comes the Christmas season, so we're mandatory overtime.
He's like, we're going to go ahead and separate those two.
So I love it neat, and I've actually really liked it with water too, which is hard for me to usually say with whiskeys. And
if you've been following us for any amount of time, he doesn't, when he gets the water and he's just like, hey man, it's all right.
So it's a solid 4.5. Like, that's a strong, super strong 4.5. The only thing it's not a 5, the only reason why it's not a 5 is because, it's not available anymore. But absolutely amazing. And one other thing I kind of want to ask out there for you guys, if you guys have had the new bottling of Balblair, let me know what you think. If you had the old, like this style bottling and the new bottling, what do you think about them? Like, how do you compare them? What do you think is better or worse?
And which one would you recommend? You want to go 12, 15, 18? Which one?
Genuinely curious.
Yeah, because we haven't had it, and it's one of those things where we're always on the lookout for stuff. So that's the conversational piece. We want to see what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Y'all been hitting us up for new videos because we've been gone for the summer, and now we're putting them out. So hey, let's have a conversation. Don't forget to hit us up: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We love interacting with you guys there. Again, until next time, you got anything else you want to add?
No, what about you, brother?
Stay safe, drink well, drink more Balblair. All aboard. Catch you next time. Hey, everybody. Hope you liked that video.
Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications.
And don't forget to subscribe.